Do you know if you're in a toxic relationship? If you're not sure, then this video is for you. Here's something people don't talk about. A lot of people don't stay in toxic relationships because they're weak. They stay because it feels familiar. Most of us weren't taught how to recognize love. We were taught how to recognize effort, like waiting, proving, enduring, and trying harder. So when love shows up calm or safe or without pain, the body doesn't recognize it. But pain feels like home. That's why toxic relationships feel so deep. It's not love, it's the idea of love. The hope that if this works, everything before this finally makes sense. You're not attached to the person, you're attached to the ending. That's why leaving feels so wrong, not because you're hurting them, because you're ending the story. People call it guilt, but it's not moral guilt, it's identity guilt. If I leave, who am I without this person? In a lot of these relationships, we weren't just loving, we were holding things together. You were the calm, the understanding one, the emotional anchor. That role becomes who you are. So leaving doesn't feel like freedom, it feels like erasing yourself. And here's the part that nobody warns you about. The guilt gets louder after you're clear. That's not intuition, that's your nervous system begging you to stay with what it knows. Peace can feel like betrayal when love is used to hurt. And here's what happens next. You leave the chaos, you finally choose peace, and at first it feels wrong because your body learned love as intensity, highs, lows, tension, uncertainty. So when someone shows up calm, consistent, emotionally available, the mind says, this is boring. But boring isn't boring, it's unfamiliar. Peace doesn't spike the nervous system, it doesn't keep you guessing. So the body mistakes safety for emptiness. That's when people say something's missing. What's missing is the pattern, the chaos, the emotional chase,